And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, I want to talk about my opinion on Jeremy Corbyn and his policies, and also about the Labour Party's electability. So, I went on his website and I looked up his policies, and I agree with all of them, I have to say. The first one that I want to mention is a bit of a broken record for the Labour Party. It's to end NHS privatisation. The thing is, it's a great policy to have, but people are bored of hearing it. You need to start centering your campaigns around another policy, something new, something that actually grabs people's attention. The next thing that I totally agree with again is Jeremy Corbyn's pledge to build 1 million homes within 5 years. I'm not a builder and I'm not an economist, so I don't know if that's actually feasible, he, but I totally agree with that. And housing is a topic that he actually constantly will raise in PMQs. And Theresa May just very slyly just ignores that question or says, oh, my party has done this, my party's done the right to buy scheme. We already have introduced many great things. But then, on the other hand, her party's also delayed the renewal of the right to buy scheme again until 2018. Either way, I agree with his stance on the war strikes in Syria. He's against them. And I also believe that he's right when it comes to the nationalization of public transport. I more specifically agree with the railways because they're already nationalized. They're just being leased to foreign railway companies, which are located usually, I mean, most of them are in Europe, I believe. But statistics will actually show that if they were to nationalize those, prices would drop immediately by 10% already. Um, and Also by nationalizing these industries, you would actually increase the economy again in the UK, and there would be a high focus on, for instance, UK train building. And these kind of things are going to be really important after Brexit. Anyway, now on to actual Jeremy Corbyn. A lot of people seem to think that, well, they like Jeremy Corbyn, but then they'll say, I think his leadership style is quite weak. I, for one, disagree with that. I just think he's not that kind of guy to actually shout and to seem so forcible because he looks like such a lovable person, right? But actually, if you ever have seen him speak or watched interviews or even Prime Minister's Question Time, I do think he's very, very charismatic and passionate about what he believes in. He always sticks to his guns. He's really principled. That can be like exemplified by his stance on the war strikes in Syria. But in some cases, you could say that he hasn't shown his principles, for example, with the anti-Semitism allegations in the Labour Party.
And now, a word from our sponsors.